Today in the pedal vault, the Rocktron Zombie. The Rocktron Zombie is another distortion pedal from Rocktron. It comes in the same housing as the Metal Planet and it has a 5-knob control layout. We have louder, I think this is level, we have bass, we have treble, we have stare, don't know what this is, and we have scream, and I suppose scream is the distortion control. Apart from that, it has a nice metallic pink color, the first color that comes to my mind when I think of zombies. So this one is really fitting. So let's have a look at the curve. This pedal seems to be really loud. We have a smooth mountain with its top at 2.5. Now when we crank bass, very broad Q with center, I think it's around 180. And we can do some nasty cutting. Treble. Increases the 3.3 kHz as well as some funny frequencies at 9.3 and 17, but I think that's just a byproduct, which means noise. Not so good, but I might be wrong. Don't know yet. And does some cutting. Okay, now stare, what do you do? I think it's here. And no, I haven't tried this pedal out before. Well, it kinda is. It seems to be here. Very broad Q boost at centered 1.4, but it affects basically all the frequency range. It seems to be another level control. Kinda. The overall shape of the frequencies isn't changed at all, maybe here a bit. Let's crank those and let's find out what it does. Okay, now it seems to be centered around 950 or maybe 1K, but I'm actually not sure what this knob is doing apart from boosting the signal or maybe smoothing it. So scream seems to be a good distortion control, just adds a tiny bit of very high frequencies. But let's find out how this thing actually sounds and behaves in the audio comparison. So for the live review part, I really didn't have any idea how to properly test the Zombie in another setting, so I thought, does a chainsaw? Black Cat Custom, Rocktron Zombie, Low Move Audio 8-ball EQ, because this gives me the chainsaw EQ, into Fractal Audio XFX. For an amp I chose the PV5150 block lateral simulation, and for a cap IR I chose the Jens Bogren Yellow Progger. And this is the amp sound. I've decreased the gain, maybe I'll add a bit more yet, don't know yet. So anyways, I'll activate the Zombie and dial in a nice boosted sound, and let's see what we come up with. This is really interesting. I can basically zero every one of the three knobs, and it gives us this really nasty sound, really American sounding. Well, of course it's a rectified distortion. I didn't expect it to sound this brutal. This is a really cool standalone sound, I have to admit. But one step further, let's activate the 8-ball EQ and dial in a chainsaw curve. So it gave me a chainsaw. Well, of course, it gave me a chainsaw. The 8-ball EQ is kind of a chainsaw maker. Let's be honest here. But without the 8-ball EQ, the sound was also really nice. I didn't expect this. So, well, here's my verdict. Well, before doing the live review part, I thought the best thing about the Zombie is its color, because I really didn't like the sound at all, actually. And I still think it's not really my favorite tone in front of a clean amp or in the FX loop. But I have to admit that in front of a distorted amp, especially the PV block letter that I used in the live review part, well, the emulation, but it did a really cool job, even when turning bass and treble fully counterclockwise. It was really nasty, it gave it a bit of this digital feel, but not really. It reminded me of actually some of the early American death metal sounds, in a good way, of course. And I actually can see myself using this, but only as a boost pedal in front of a distorted amp. The HM2 experiment didn't turn out this well, but, well, okay. An experiment is there to find something out you wanted to prove or you didn't know, and, well, I found out it's a really cool boost. So, my question for you, do you have this pedal or do you have this pedal? I didn't know it existed before purchasing, so it was really new to me. And how do you like the sound this pedal produces? Just let me know down in the comment section. And as always, thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe, may the force be with you, and have a nice day.